Did you know that the northern lights can also be seen on other planets in our solar system, like Jupiter and Saturn? It's fascinating to think about, isn't it? On these gas giants, auroras are formed in much the same way as they are on Earth. However, the colors can be quite different due to the unique atmospheric compositions. For instance, Jupiter's auroras are primarily ultraviolet, a stark contrast to the greens and reds we often see on Earth. Scientific discoveries have shown that these planetary auroras are incredibly powerful, sometimes even more intense than those on our home planet. Did you know that the northern lights are caused by particles from the sun colliding with the Earth's atmosphere? It's a pretty amazing process. Essentially, the sun emits a stream of charged particles known as the solar wind. When these particles reach Earth, they interact with our planet's magnetic field. This interaction funnels the particles towards the poles, where they collide with gases in the atmosphere, producing the stunning light displays we call auroras. Did you know that the colors of the northern lights depend on the type of gas molecules involved? It's true. The various colors, such as green, red, blue, and purple, are all thanks to different gases. For example, oxygen at higher altitudes can produce red auroras, while at lower altitudes it tends to produce green. Nitrogen, on the other hand, can result in blue or purple hues. It's these interactions that create the beautiful and diverse palette of the northern lights. Did you know that the northern lights have been a source of myths and legends for centuries? It's really quite interesting. Different cultures around the world have their own intriguing stories and beliefs about the auroras. The Vikings, for instance, thought the lights were reflections of the armor of the Valkyries. Indigenous peoples in North America often viewed the auroras as spirits of their ancestors. And in ancient China, the lights were sometimes seen as celestial battles between dragons. These myths and legends add a rich cultural layer to the natural wonder of the northern lights. Did you know that scientists study the northern lights to learn more about space weather? Auroras provide valuable data for understanding solar activity, predicting geomagnetic storms, and protecting satellites and power grids. It's fascinating how these beautiful displays in the sky can help us safeguard our technology and infrastructure. Did you know that the northern lights can sometimes be accompanied by sounds? There have been reports of crackling and hissing noises. Scientists have some interesting theories about these sounds, and there's ongoing research in this area. It's amazing to think that these visual spectacles might also have an auditory component. Did you know that there are different types of auroras, such as discrete, diffuse, and pulsating auroras? Discrete auroras are the most commonly recognized, with bright, well-defined arcs and rays that can be seen in vivid colors. Diffuse auroras, on the other hand, appear as faint, featureless glows that spread out across the sky. And then, there are pulsating auroras which flicker and pulse in brightness, creating a mesmerizing display. Each type has its own unique characteristics, making them distinct from one another. Did you know that the northern lights can have an impact on technology here on Earth? Geomagnetic storms, which are caused by solar activity, can disrupt communication systems, interfere with GPS signals, and even affect power grids. These disruptions can lead to significant challenges, especially in our increasingly connected world. To mitigate these risks, scientists and engineers have developed various strategies, such as hardening infrastructure and improving forecasting models to predict and prepare for geomagnetic events. Did you know that certain animals are affected by the northern lights? For instance, the migratory patterns of birds can be influenced by auroral activity. The lights can alter their navigation cues, making it harder for them to find their way. Other wildlife, like reindeer, may also be impacted, as the lights can change their behavior and movement patterns. Understanding these effects is crucial for conservation efforts and helps us appreciate the broader implications of auroral activity on the natural world. I'd love to hear about your own experiences with the northern lights. Share your stories in the comments below, and don't forget to hit that like button if you enjoyed this video. Also, make sure to check out our other videos exploring the wonders of the cosmos. Until next time, keep looking up. Head out on your next adventure. The journey never ends.